Hello everybody, I'm Axis and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. In this episode, at least in the beginning of the episode, we're gonna do some contracts. Let's start off by doing this contract. Borrow the items for this one. We'll accept this contract. And we will not accept that contract. Alright, let's start off like this. Let's get a reverse on out of here. Whoop. Said we got a reverse on out of here. There we go. Now to drive the proper way over to here so we can harvest the grain. Actually, we'll drive down here so we have a pretty good place to start. Alright, just had to get my chair positioned properly. Also, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick I just learned the other day to make money in a few minutes. Well, it's gonna be a while before I show you guys the trick, but I am going to show you in this episode. So don't you guys worry about that. Now we just gotta drive the tractor down here with the tipper. Perfect. Where's field 38? That's all the way up there. Very well done. So right now we're just taking this vehicle up to field 38 so that we can start stone picking there. And then we'll take our other tractor, the John Deere tractor, and we will take that up to field 38 as well with the tipper for stones. Now once I'm done picking stones off the entire field, I'll show you guys a little way to make a little extra money. It's not a lot, but it's a little extra. And a little less better than nothing. I just went here because I thought there might have been a decorative apple, but I guess not. Not one I can find, at least. So let's continue up to the field. Could be one there as well, but I can't stop everywhere where there could be one and check. So we'll just proceed. Where is it? Okay, it's all the way up there. So we are getting closer, that's good. And it looks like it's at 10% harvesting, which is decent. Because even if I've harvested the entire field, it'll always be at a max of 80% done. Because the last 20% is selling the grain. And it always will be, so. Canola, and I don't believe I have any canola in my silo. Which means, yep, that I'll be able to take all the canola we get from this contract. I'll be able to take that and drive it to my silo instead of going to sell it. Because then once we're completely done with the field, then I can go and sell it. And then I'll make sure that we only sell the absolute minimum amount needed, so that we make as much money off of it as possible. Actually, while we are waiting, let's just do this deadwood contract. Where was it? Ah, there it is. Can't seem to find... Oh, never mind. I was about to say that I can't seem to find any of the trees, though. And then I immediately find a tree. And from what I saw, there's only 5 of them. Yeah. Because that just got us to 20%. There's one over here. Maybe we should go check that place for a decorative apple afterwards. Because that definitely looks like a place where there could be one. A lot of good spots to hide it in. Right, so now we just need to find the last deadwood. I can't seem to find it. They usually... Oh, never mind, there it is. I was about to say that they usually reach quite high into the sky, so it should be easy to find. And then I find it almost immediately. As I'm saying that. Perfect. Got us an extra 750, which isn't too much, but it's pretty decent. Right, now let's go see if there are any decorative apples here. That's a forklift. Nothing around the forklift, I'm afraid. Nothing here either. Nope. Maybe there's something up here. Because, I mean, they have hidden collectibles high up on the maps before, so it wouldn't be the first time. Also, I don't remember which one of the farming simulator games had this, but one thing I definitely missed from one of the earlier farming simulator games, is when you'd get a discount if you helped, discount on the field if you helped, did work on the field. Because I remember, I believe it was 17, where if you worked the field, you got a discount on it. And you could help a certain amount of times and get a discount each time. You could, of course, help as many times as you wanted, but it was only... what's the word? It was only a certain set amount of times that you got a discount. And of course, the more you helped, the bigger the discount got. So it's very nice. Definitely something I miss. Might be because you don't buy fields anymore, but buy farmland. So I actually buy a large plot of land as opposed to just one single field. Also, if there's not a decorative apple here, which doesn't look like there is, then there certainly is going to be one over at that playground we just walked past. Like, no doubt about that, like at the slide or something. Just gonna check here real quick. No, doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Right, so it doesn't look like there's one here, a decorative apple here. But there definitely gotta be one at the playground over there. If I could jump, that would be great. Perfect. I mean, I don't know for certain, but definitely is likely. Yep, told you guys it would be by the slide. Believe I might have said swing, but I meant the slide. Is the one over here in the sandbox? Nope, okay. How about by these cars? Anything over here? No, not from the looks of it. Nothing here either. So nothing surrounding this house, it seems. Alright. Oh, so it looks like, because the stone picking contract is at 51%, and we are only filled 40%, it looks like we might actually be able to finish the contract completely before this fills up, so that's pretty nice. There are, of course, some other contracts we can take as well. Definitely can take this one. We'll accept the contract, because then we have to go harvest the wheat from field 42, which is not too bad. Oh yeah, that's right, it's 51,000. And yes, I could technically borrow the money to buy the field, but I really don't want to do that. Also because I'm already 95,000 in debt, so I'd rather not do that. Also, this field is 500,000, but that's also because you get 9.26 hectares. Hectare? Is it hectares or acres? I mean, hectares. Hectares. I have no idea how to pronounce it in English, honestly. Can't be honest with you guys. So while you guys watch that, I'll just get something to drink. Just a second. So, something that's a bit of an issue. Does that have to be dropped off the same place? The wheat? Grain mill? Grain mill. Ah, perfect. But one thing that's an issue is when I have to harvest the wheat, I already have some wheat in my silo. I have 13,000 liters in the silo, which means that I can't put it in the silo because then I wouldn't know what's my wheat, what's their wheat, and I'd rather not end up selling my wheat because I need it and the price of it really isn't that good. So I really don't want to end up accidentally selling my wheat. Also because, like I said, I really need it for the chickens. Also, the reason why I'm doing this is because there's no reason for it to stop if we can just do this. Also, it is my plan and my hope that the first episode I recorded will be uploaded today, on the day I'm recording this episode. Just because that would be amazing, because I haven't uploaded anything in a while. Not sure how long exactly, but it's been a while. Alright, perfect. So, yeah. Now to dump the canola. And as you notice, I have 8,000 liters of canola in the tipper, which will be relevant in just a second. Because in just a second I'm gonna show you guys. Perfect. As you can see, I now have 8,000 liters, well, 7,999 liters of canola in the silo. Construction, silo extensions. Okay, so it costs 64,000. Because the thing is, the silo in and of itself is big enough now for our needs, but later on it's going to be too small for our needs. So I need to buy a silo extension for it. Not yet though, but at some point. I kind of want to buy that, the large petrol tank, but at the same time I kind of want to wait with that. Because we definitely are going to need the money at a later time. Both when we need to buy fields and all of that stuff. So, I'm going to show you guys something, because in the previous episode I talked about how I usually buy fields when there's something sown on it. And when it's either growing or ready to be harvested. This field, because I can harvest it with my regular harvester, would have been perfect for buying, if I had the money, of course. Because it had grain that was growing on it, all ready to harvest, which means that I could buy it, and then I could harvest the grain, sell the grain, and then make a bit of the money I spent buying it back. Not a lot, mind you, but a bit of it. And a little bit is better than nothing. I wonder what happens if you buy a field while you have a contract on it. Might be interesting to check out at some point. Definitely going to be something that's going to be worth checking out. 803,000? Okay, there's a decent plot of land you get, but still. Like, that tiny a farm. Might be because you also get the... If we go visit. Oh, the stone picking contract is done. Alright, cool. Might be because you both get field 90, you get a silo, and you also get a chicken coop. So you get a place to store chickens as well. That might be because you get a lot of things, as well as all that land. Is that tractor? Oh god, I forgot to bring it. I forgot to do that. Got too wrapped up in everything else. Perfect. Now we just gotta head to the field 38. Driving as fast as we can right now. Really? Interesting. So we are on our way over here, so I can show you guys how to make money. Oh, well, what I mean by saying that you could make some extra money. Alright, so we have to go to the debris crush. Alright. Noted. Which is a bit of a nuisance as it's all the way to the other side of the map. It's around field 107, I believe it is. Not field 107, farmland 107. Is it not? Oh wait, no, it's right. It's down here by 109. So that's quite a bit of a way we have to travel with this. But luckily, once we have done this, we can get it to go unload by itself. Because the thing is that once you have picked the stones, you get a trailer full of stones. which you can then technically go sell, which is a nice little way to make a little bit of extra money. So now if we go over here, we'll drive this little red tipper over here. And then we'll dump 1,598 liters of stone over here. There's something I have to check. The price of diesel, $1,500. Alright, 1,000 liters I think it is. Good. So now we'll go deliver this to the debris crusher. There we go. I don't think it's gonna make us a lot of money. I think it's gonna make us around $100 maybe. I don't think it's gonna be a lot. But we'll have to wait and see. How far along is this? How far is this? Alright. 71%. But the thing is, we could just accept the contract now and then get 1,084. But if we do that, the trailer that carries the stone will disappear. I mean, the stones will disappear as well, and we do not want to do that. We want to avoid that. I guess that would be a little unfortunate if that happened. Let's let this finish this little lane, and then we'll take over the work ourselves. There we go. Perfect. So what we have to do now is we just have to go fill this up, get this filled, then we'll empty it into the tipper, which will then get to go to the grain mill, not the grain mill, sorry, that's not where we're gonna go, the main farm. And then we will get it to deliver the grains to there and then come back. Well, we can't make it come back, we have to do that on ourselves, on our own. I don't believe we can make it come back. I think we can, maybe? I think that's what the looping is, that it comes back to us. I don't know. I've never used that function when it's just deliver. If it's load and deliver, yes, I use it, but I don't know. We'll see. Perfect. And while it takes this lane, I'll just go grab something to drink. Just a second. So as you can see, I'm almost done with the contract. Because as I mentioned earlier, when I harvested the entire field, it will only be at 80% full. 80% completed, sorry. There we go, get this filled up. There we go. And then we'll watch this as it goes. Actually, let's go do that ourselves. The last little bit of work. And then we'll dump the stones. See how much we get. Alright, so 146, that's pretty decent. And then we can also complete the contract now. So that's another 1,084. It's almost 1,200 altogether. Which is pretty dang decent if I do say so myself. Looks like there were some more contracts now. No? Well, there's a new deadwood contract that we can take. Oh yeah. Got a achievement for that. Selling stones. Just deliver to the main farm. And then we'll keep looping on and we'll see if that brings it back to us. Let's see what that does. Or if it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because that's a little counterproductive. Don't really need that. So, what, 3 lanes left? So, 3 lanes left, which means that we should be able to finish this contract without filling the harvester once again. Oh, and then we have the tractor. Let's come back. I'll just grab this and drive it onto the back to base, so to speak. Right, so that's starting to drive again. We'll just drive this way so we aren't in the way for it, in the way of it. And then we will drive over and grab the cultivator. And then we'll see what the tractor does. Because if it turns out that it brings it back to us, that's actually going to be majorly helpful in my own playthroughs as well. Or in my own save files as well. It's very much going to be very helpful. What is it doing? I have no idea what it's doing right now, but it just looks weird. Maybe it's driving back to where it was when we sent it on its way. Looks like it. Looks like it could be that. Is it on standby now? So it seems as if I fill it up again, that then it'll then head back there, but we'll have to wait and see. Perfect. That just leaves one little lane left. And as you can see now, I've completed 80% of the contract. So it doesn't look like it's going to be as helpful as I hoped it would be. Although I suppose it could be helpful, but not as much as I'd hoped for. But we'll just have to wait and see. We're almost done with this lane as well, so that's perfect. And then we can drive up to field 42 and then start harvesting that. And while we harvest that, we will get the tractor to drive back and forth between the grain mill and the main farm. Oh, whoop. Turned a little too soon. There we go. Load and deliver. Load from the main farm. Load up on canola and take it to the grain mill. Looping, start job. We're gonna start driving. We'll drive this over and get it started, and then we'll see what's wrong with him. Because he should be hitting there now. I don't really know what the issue is. We'll have to wait and see that. It's just standing still, alright. That's interesting. Because there's nothing in the way for him. It's just weird that he's just staying still. Gonna get an AI worker. But first, AI worker piece blocked by an object. Ah, okay, now he's starting to drive. Perfect. Oh, right. That's unfolded. Perfect. Gonna start off by working on it ourselves. Oh, that's another deadwood contract. Wait, right, I knew that. Could take that possibly. Some decently paying contracts, but I don't think we're gonna take too many contracts more. I think maybe we'll take a deadwood contract as we are doing this. Maybe if a stone removal contract comes, we'll do that. Or a stone picking contract. Maybe a cultivating contract comes as we are doing this, so that we can do them simultaneously. But other than that, I don't think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna head back, not head back, skip ahead to the next month. See if we got anything to do there. Force of habit. I really probably should have planned out these episodes, but I don't know. I mean, the thought didn't really occur to me until now, so... the thought of planning out the episodes, planning out what to do. Might have been a pretty decent idea, actually. Doing pretty well. Actually, why don't I just get a worker to do this and then just do this contract? No, don't. Just keep doing what I did. Just keep driving there. Keep driving. Good. Now, where is my deadwood contract? There it is. Oh boy, I have to go far away. All the way down here. And here I believe we had 7. 7 trees to take care of. Ooh, oh wait, no, that's not the one I want, never mind. I saw that we had this one on discount and I was like, ooh, that's gonna be good because we need that later on in the episodes. Later on in the game. But no, it's not the one I want. Because the one I want, just to show you guys, is not that one. It's this one. This one only have a capacity of 8,000 liters, where this one has a capacity of 32,000 liters. And we need as many liters as possible. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees there, 1, 2 there. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Right, so now to the other two. There's one over here and one over there. The question is just what the last one is, but we'll figure that out in a second. I'm sure of it. There it is. Should be the last one if I am not mistaken. Yep, perfect. Let's finish the contract. That's an extra 1,050. How much canola do we have left? Oh, man, that was the last bit. Perfect. Let's take the last load ourselves. Drive it over there ourselves. 8,000 liters. So that's gonna finish the first harvesting contract we did. And we can take this tractor over to field 42 and have it be ready to accept grain from the other contract. Worker F has a nearly full tank. Alright, perfect. Don't mind if I do. %4 left. Oh, so we got almost 2,000 from selling the grain. That's a pretty decent price. And then we got 4,400 for the contract. Oh, our F has a full tank, so now we just have to drive this over to field 42, and then we can empty it and then get this one to drive over there. This contract, as I recall, doesn't pay as much. Let's see. No, it only pays 2,705. But that's okay. That's alright. We have a harvesting contract on field 43. We do not. Alright. Just let it cut for a second there. Well, F is black band update. Yeah, but does it matter? It's filled anyways. Now we just wait for it to be filled. And then we'll get its drive to over to the grain mill. No looping. Guess that's not really that useful anyways. Deliver. Grain mill. No looping. Start job. And then while that's working, we'll start harvesting ourselves. I recognize that this might not be the most interesting thing to look at, but I have a feeling that those people that enjoy Farming Simulator will enjoy watching this as well. But I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of Farming Simulator videos, but some of the videos I watch are also time-lapsed, so might be why I enjoy them, but I don't know. I'm planning on time-lapsing my videos, making time-lapses out of them. Might change in the future, but I don't know, we'll see. So we have 20 chickens at 0 months old. I'd really like either a mowing contract, a baling contract, or a bale wrapping contract. But I'm not sure we're gonna get that. Don't have a cotton contract either, do we? No. Alright. That's because they can usually pay a pretty decent amount. Usually pay a pretty penny. That's what I wanted to say. I feel like 45,000 is definitely too much to use when we only have 49,000. We'll just have to wait and get our car at another point. Right, perfect. The work has completed the task. Now we'll get him back to base by doing this. Load and deliver. Main farm wheat. And deliver it to the main farm as well. No looping. Because then what he'll do is he'll drive to the main farm, he'll drive to the silo. And once he is driven to the silo, he'll fill it up with wheat. Or whatever you ask it to fill up with. Then he'll drive around the silo and then dump it again. And then he'll just stay there. So that way I'll have him close by. Which is the desired outcome. So it's a pretty chill game. In general, there's not that much to do. Which is pretty pretty decent, because sometimes you just want games that are a little more relaxing as well, as opposed to always having action games where a lot of stuff is happening. But I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea, so varies from person to person, I suppose. Perfect. Now we just have 2 more lanes to go. There's a teeny tiny bit of this lane, but we can always get that once we finish the other lane. It's not like it's the end of the world. Now, as you see, it's picked up the weed, and then it's driven around the silo, and now it's dropping off the weed again. Just to show you guys how it works. So it picks up the weed, drives around the silo, drops off the weed, and then once it's low at the tipper, it's just stopping there. It just stops there. It shows that it's done. See? Complete the task. So that's it. Pretty damn simple. So that's pretty decent. Alright, so we're almost done harvesting. As you can see right now, the contract is more than 80% complete, which is because I've also, during the time I've also went and delivered the grain and all that. That's why it's above 80%. Because if I just finished harvesting and just harvested all of it, then it would be below, then it would only go to 80%. Wait, is this one bigger? I mean, it also has more space for stuff. What? Might be worth considering getting that one instead of the one I usually get, actually. Perfect, so now we just have to finish the last lane. Well, there we go. That's Deadwood contract. But we won't be taking that. Not right now. I mean, this video is going to be mainly, what's it called? It's going to be mainly contract work. But that's okay. Sometimes that's nice too. That's a pretty decent way to earn a decent chunk of money. Because we will be selling soybeans when we get that. We'll be selling that around June, July. So until then, this is a pretty decent way of getting money. So we're almost done harvesting now. Perfect. Now we just have to take the trailer up here, get it to empty down into the grain mill. That's the word. What's the name for it? Come on. There we go. Now we just wait for it to be filled. There we go. And then deliver to the grain mill. No looping. There we go. Want to show you guys a little something. Alright, I'll go here and then I'll head all the way up there. I'm heading the right way? Yeah, alright. It's gonna take a little bit, yes. In the meanwhile, what you guys can do is place your bets on how much we're gonna earn extra in addition to the contract. You guys can go do that. And we can watch how close it's getting. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Because there's something I want to show you guys over here. It's not so much super important, it's just more of a fun little detail. Is that there's a football field over here. And if we jump in here, can actually run over here and kick the ball around. And also get a goal, which should show over there, which I never noticed until now that it showed over there. That's a pretty neat little detail. And then of course the ball resets itself again. Alright, now he's selling the wheat for us. Ooh, 835. Would have preferred better, but I suppose it is whatever. I mean, it is in addition to the contract, it's not as part of the contract, so it is in addition to it, so that's pretty decent. Oh, there's a mowing contract actually. How long is that gonna be there? For another 13 hours. Oh. Yeah, we won't do that one. We'll have to hope for another mowing contract at some point. Alright. So now, we just fold this up. Take it over here. And then while we do that, once we've done that, let's take this one, and we will get it to go to the main farm, and deliver to the main farm, and what's that job? And then while we're waiting for that, we'll go ahead and sleep. We'll sleep until 10. Gonna be sleeping in. Right, cool. Any interesting contracts? Whoa, that's a lot of harvesting contracts. Alright then. Some sowing. Some wood transport. The thing is, I can't use my sower to sow peas though, can I? Oh wait, can I? Because that could make us a pretty penny then. Oh no, that's green beans. Ah, that sucks. Oh well. Alright, so as you can see, this stuff is growing, but it's not ready to be harvested yet. Our chickens have grown to 1 month. They don't need food yet. So we'll sleep 1 more month, and if nothing is to our liking in regards to contract and all that, then we'll just end off the episode right here. Make it a bit of a shorter one. But there's no need for me to just keep skipping along until there's either a contract I like or until we can harvest our grain. Oh, perfect. There's both baling and bale wrap contracts. Alright, that's not too bad. Square bales, perfect. And that's cultivating contracts as well. And stone picking. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, so there actually is a lot of contracts. Just debating if we should pick them now or do that later. Oh, I mean in another episode. That's a good question. We'll accept all the contracts I want to do now. We'll borrow the items for this one. We'll borrow the... Oh, no, it's definitely not worth it if we need to borrow the stuff for this one. Because that's 684 we get, and then we lose 520. Or 519. That's definitely not worth it. This one is still worth it. So we'll borrow the items for this one. We will accept this one. And then we'll get to work cultivating field 42. Because then once we have... then while we cultivate field 42, we can get it to go down and start stone picking. And we can go bale wrapping as well. Get that started. There's gonna be a bit of a longer episode. Not a longer episode, but a bit longer than I expected. Which doesn't matter too much. I don't mind. Alright, we'll actually wait with the stone picking. That will probably have to wait until next episode. Because we want the cultivator to be done first. So we can use that tractor to grab the zipper for the stones. Of course, the cultivating one will just take care of itself completely. So that'll do everything that it needs to do. Alright, perfect. So as you can see, we have some bales over here. Not that many, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bales. And then we'll turn on automatic drop. There we go. Well, yeet then. Whoop. There we go. Just 2 more left to go, from the looks of it. Looks weird whenever it does that. This should be the last bale. I know, I can't see any others. So this should be the last one. It just jumped to 99, didn't it? It didn't get there slowly, did it? Got 1416, that's pretty nice. Was there a mowing contract as well? That was. Perfect. Borrow the items for that. Because while this is cultivating, we might as well do some other contracts. Got a mow field 92, which is all the way down here. Just gonna head this way. Gonna grab something to drink. Also, the reason why I mute myself when I'm drinking is so you guys don't hear me drinking, because that can be annoying sometimes to hear people drink or eat. At least I think so. But also because my water bottle squeaks a little when I open or close it. That's just the way it is, but just so you guys don't have to listen to that. Right, so we're almost there now. There we go. As you can see, it works at 24 kilometers per hour, so that's working pretty quickly. So that's pretty nice. Okay, no idea why I did that. Just skipped a part. That's weird. Whoop. There we go. Cultivating is coming along pretty nicely, it seems. Cultivating is at 52% so far. %59 now, that's good. That's perfect. Nice little mower we've got here with a nice working width. That's good. 17% of the mowing done already. It's going pretty quickly. Doing a pretty decent job so far. Not skip anything here? Nope. Okay. Doesn't make any sense what I did before. Alright, we already have 3 active contracts, meaning I can't take another one. But I wanted to take another contract so you guys didn't have to just sit and watch me mow this all the time. But I already have 3 active contracts, so can't do that. So no can do. But at least the cultivating contract is done soon. We can get started on the stone picking. And is that in the next episode, I believe? Whoops. Let's give it a decently large chunk there. Perfect. Almost halfway with the mowing. It's also not a big field, but a decent sized field that we're mowing. Just 10% left of the, what's it called? Cultivating contract. So we're soon done with that, and then we can get started on the stone picking. Actually, no, just continue. What are you doing? We'll just let it do its thing. I have no idea why that's positioned the way it is, but okay. But the good thing is, this one is still close to the debris crusher, which I'd imagine is still where the highest price for stone is. Oh, it's actually even now. Wait, what? So the lowest price is... Oh, never mind. Oh, that is 89 and this was 69. It's just me reading things incorrectly. Why didn't I start the job? Great job. Go to. Down here. Start job. Because the cultivating contract just finished. I see the mowing contract is increasing again and inching towards completion, so that's good. Anything interesting for sale? On sale? Not really. Not really. Oop. That's the wrong way. Perfect. I just have to head down to where we have to do the stone picking. But as I said, it's close to the debris crusher, so that's pretty nice. When we're gonna sell the stone we've picked. Go to down here. Perfect. pretty decent job here. Almost done mowing. Why did it just skip that entire bit there? That's annoying. I wonder if that's the place where I stopped it. Still annoying though. That's weird. I can mow that bit of lawn. Or that bit of grass. Right, 10% left on the mowing. Perfect. Now the other tractor is down where it needs to be. That's good. 95% complete. 96. 97. Come on. 98. Gonna need to take a bit more on. Oh, never mind. That's 2,462 extra, so that's nice. Right, so I do believe that is going to be it for this episode. Yeah, it is. So that's it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do consider following me. If you're watching on YouTube, do consider subscribing and leaving a like. And I hope I see you guys in the next one. See ya.